Welcome to the Vibe with Leon. Today I'll be talking to Honorable Member of Kabushi constituency, and we're talking about Honorable Bowman Lusambo. And remember that this is the Vibe with Leon. Today on set, we are going to put the Honorable Member of Parliament on the hot seat. Honorable, welcome to the Vibe with Leon.
Thank you very much, Leon, and thank you, and good morning, viewers out there. I'm happy that today you have managed to catch me after
yes, it has been
so
difficult.
Many days of trying.
Exactly.
But today we thought of sharing the information which we have to the general populace of this the country, Zambia, and I'm happy to be here.
All right, Honorable. Why did you stage a lone protest at Hot FM?
That was not a lone protest. I was just sent by the people of Kabushi constituency, who are Zambians. So it wasn't a lone protest. Had thousands of people behind me. So that was not a lone protest. So it was a protest which was initiated by the people of Zambia. So don't call it a lone protest.
What was it all about?
The people told me to go and send a message. I'm just a messenger. And I want to urge the people out there that there are people are mixing up the messenger and the message. I'm a messenger. A messenger can be tall, a messenger can be short, a messenger can be dark, a messenger can be ugly and handsome, beautiful. And forget about the messenger. Concentrate on the message. So that message which I was sent to deliver, it was a message concerning the issues which is happening in our country. Issues to do with the threat to democracy, the threat to independence of parliament. We don't have full separation of powers right now under this regime. So the Zambians sent me, go and take this message to the world. And we had an opportunity to see another messenger who's supposed to take a message to the world. And we bumped in Victoria, Honorable Victoria Ford, the Minister for Africa. I don't know if we have a Minister for Europe, if maybe they can appoint me as a Minister for Europe. Because we are all human beings, okay? We also want to see what is happening in other countries. So maybe if they can appoint me a minister for Europe. So the message was sent to another messenger to take the message to the world. And for us, the content on that banner, it was a very important message. And we wanted not only the outside world to know, even the people within the country. There are many people who are complaining right now that we are losing out the status of this country as a democratic country.
Talking about democracy, but no one, when you staged that lone protest, no one harassed you. There were no police people that followed you.
Who was supposed to harass me?
In terms of democracy.
There's no one who's supposed to harass me. That is my democratic right. Those things have been happening. You remember opposition leader by then, President Hakainde Hichilema, who was protesting as well. I remember my friend Tayari used to protest. Sometimes he used to even protest half naked. We have seen a lot of protests since the creation of this country as a sovereign state. We saw the UNZA students protesting, going to the embassy of South Africa. If you recall that well, I even went to give them morale. I even escorted them back to the campus, and had an opportunity to address the students using the Monk Square, which is not common to politicians. Maybe I'm second politician from Frederick Chiruba, if so. So this issue of democracy, it has been there. Our forefathers fought for it. Remember, we are the one-party state. Our forefathers fought for it, and we managed to have the type of governance which we have now, the multi-party democracy. So it is your right, it is my right as well. So police were there. I was standing next to police.
Okay.
If you saw very well, I was next to the police officer. Okay? And I was next to the general people. They were just looking around. So if you wanted me to be harassed by who? And why should it be harassed?
Are you PF members of parliament trying to make the work of UPND difficult?
Not really. If you recall very well, UPND in opposition, they had to try to make our work difficult, but we had a vision for this country.
Okay.
We had goals which we wanted to meet. We were not just doing politics. But today, what we are trying to do is to help the UPND because they don't have plan. They don't have plan. You go to President Hakainde Hichilema, sit with him and ask him, what is your policy on agriculture? He won't answer. Ask him, what is your policy on mining? He won't answer. Ask him, what is your policy on livestock and fisheries? He won't answer. What is the policy, your policy on education? He won't answer. Okay? So we are trying to remind them, as PF MPs in Parliament, we are trying to remind them, and we want to make sure that we protect the Constitution and we protect democracy. The reason why I went to Hot FM that day, after listening to Victoria Ford, the message which she came with from President Hakainde Hichilema, I said, ooh, this is a mistake. Let me go and tell her the truth.
Okay.
I told her there. Are you aware that 35 MPs, if 35, 33 MPs have been suspended in Parliament?
Yes.
Are you aware about that? 35 members of Parliament, they are not in Parliament. And what type of democracy is that? 35, huh? It's not a small number. It's not one. And these members of Parliament have been suspended, madam, because of defending of the Constitution. Okay?
Why don't you dialogue? Why don't you dialogue with UPND? Let's start with the Speaker. Why don't you dialogue with the Speaker of National Assembly, Madam Nelly Muti?
There is nothing to dialogue here. The only thing to do is the Speaker of the National Assembly to start respecting the standing orders of our Parliament. And that is the best dialogue which we can have with the Speaker. Respect the standing orders of Parliament. You know that me and Kafwaya, we were moved from Parliament without following a due process of Parliament, without following a procedure. Okay? Without following a procedure. If you recall very well, when the Speaker was delivering the message or the ruling on the MPs who protested on that particular day, they had to exclude us, myself, Kafwaya, and many others, Malanji, Kakoswe, the MP for Chinsali, my comrade MP for Nakonde, Sivongere Mwamba, Tasila Mwansalungu, and many others. We were about 10 or so. The Speaker self said, we are excluding to this ruling, we are excluding Honorable Lusambo, Honorable so. She was very categorical. There's no one who told her to exclude us, but she knew what she was doing. That, okay, these people, they are not here and they are not part of this decision. On Tasila Mwansa Lungu, she even said that Tasila, she's in UK, Honorable Tasila Lungu, she's in UK, and immediately she comes back, she will start serving her suspension. Okay? She ruled on that particular day on the floor of the House. So for me and my colleagues, when we went back to Parliament, the simple thing which was supposed to be done or to happen in that August House is, first of all, after welcoming us, we participated in the debates. One of the MPs was supposed to challenge the Speaker if we were in order for us to be in the house at that particular time, bearing in mind that we also participated in the protest which was there on that material day. And the speaker was supposed to reserve the ruling. Okay, that is a procedure. Okay, to reserve the ruling. After that, the speaker or the secretariat was supposed to write to us to exculpate ourselves. Okay, to exculpate ourselves.
But have you ever tried, Honorable, to talk to the speaker, just to sit down, maybe one on one?
I have no opportunity to talk to the speaker, because when you're suspended from Parliament, you're suspended to enter the gates of Parliament, to enter the gates of Parliament Motel, to enter the gates of constituency office. Okay? So I had not opportunity to engage with the speaker.
Before the suspension, did you have an opportunity just to sit down with the speaker to talk?
We have been seeing a lot of irregularities in Parliament, and the reason why we are saying Parliament is not independent, we know what we are talking about. You remember when we had debate in the House, the speaker had to chase me for no apparent reason, because of Gary Nkombo, who raised on the point of order. And the speaker, without even putting it into consideration for her to investigate and come up with a conclusion for that particular matter, she just gave me a one-day suspension. You go out, you come back the following day, which was not necessary. Okay, it wasn't necessary. So, in the Parliament, we have the books which we follow. The standing orders, okay? And when you read all those standing orders, everything is in white and black. You will see, okay, when there's this problem, there's this problem, you have to exculpate yourself. What about if I said sorry to the speaker? What about if I said I was misled? Because in her ruling, she said the people she's suspending, they didn't show a remorse. Okay? What about if I showed the remorse? Okay? So these are the things which we are talking about, that the Parliament is not independent. But I'm aware that they knew that there was a presidential speech in Parliament which was supposed to be debated upon. And they knew that, okay, these people, they are going to tear this speech apart. Because we knew that there was nothing in that speech. Okay, so they had to protect the face of the president, which is wrong in a democratic country like Zambia. Yeah.
Honorable, you worked with MMD when they left power, as PF. Why don't you work with the UPND as well? Why don't you, members of Parliament, unite and work together?
The members of Parliament, we are part of government. That's why we are telling the president to respect the three arms of government. Let him respect Parliament, and let him concentrate on his path as executive. Let him respect the judiciary, because we have got different roles to play in the dispensation of this government. Governance, we are there to protect the constitution, to protect democracy, and to formulate rules for this country. That is our job. The president is there to propose, okay, to propose amendments, to bring bills to Parliament, and also implement what we give them, from us to government. Okay?
Are we seeing unity? Are we seeing
it is not him, the president, to come and try and control Parliament. You can't control Parliament, because Parliament has got children from different mothers and fathers.
Are we ever going to see you unite?
We are very united.
PF,
We are very
UPND?
united. We are very united. In Parliament, we are united.
As a country as a whole?
As a country as a whole.
With the cabinet ministers?
We are
the entire...
No, we are united. We are united because we discuss. And if there are some things which we say we can't support this, we'll tell them we can't support this. The way we did We told them that you can't bring the Ed 1 budget, Office of the President, State House, on 1996 Constitution reforms. You can't. We are ready to support you if you go back and change and give us the correct reforms, because these things are appealed already. And they went, and they came back, and they gave us what we wanted, and we supported the bill or the budget for Edward.
Finally, yes, time is jealous, Honorable. Finally, your final remarks as we conclude the interview.
Thank you very much. What my message to the people of Zambia is: let us respect the democracy, let us protect our constitution, and we have got only one Zambia. When we see that President Hakainde Hichilema is going out, forgetting the constitution, assaulting the democracy, it is our job to tell him, sir, come back, you are offline, because President Hakainde Hichilema is not the first and last president to govern this country. Remember, even me, I want to be president of this country. So we want to make sure that we protect this country. President Hakainde Hichilema is the 7th president, and Zambia was not born. Zambia was not born after 12 of August 2021 general elections. Zambia has been there. Zambia has been there. So the president, let him just play his part. Okay? 5 years is not much. Let him just play his part. Okay? As president of this country now. Because tomorrow is not going to be president of this country. We will be there as presidents. And we want to be shaking hands with him. We want to be laughing with him, with his family. That's what we want. So the most important thing we want to advise this president to do, let him unite this country. And let us be brothers keepers. Let us be brothers keepers. Okay? It is not necessary. This president is out today. They are on him. They want you do this, what? No, it is rubbish, those things. Okay? We want to unite this country. Look at the United States. How many presidents? Tell me the president who has been followed. Tell me. All of them, they respect them. They respect their officers. Tell me the ministers, the former ministers who have been followed in the United States. No one. Okay? They are quiet. That is the type of politics we want. So under my watch, I can assure you, the nation at large, that we are going to bring the real unity to this country, and we are going to make sure that we live as a family. The reason why we are poor today, it's because we don't want to extend hand to other people. We don't want to see other people progressing. We don't want to see Bowman with a vehicle. We don't want to see Hakainde with animals. Okay? When you see Hakainde with animals, you think it's corruption. When you see Bowman with a vehicle, you think it's corruption. That is the only thing which we have to work on and make sure that we open up this country to all of you to access wealthy, to have businesses which will be working out here in Zambia. For me, I want to have you guys millionaires. I want you to buy planes. I want you to buy helicopters. I want nice cars in Zambia for Zambians. That's what I want to see under my watch.
All right, Honorable, thank you very much for making an appearance on The Vibe with Leon.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I've been talking to Honorable Bowman Lusambo, who was just shedding more light about various issues pertaining to the democracy of the country. I guess you've learned one or two things. Remember that this is The Vibe with Leon. Thank you very much, and see you same time, same place.